It's Thursday, motherfucker. My name's Chuck Reeves. I am the Beast host. Tonight on the show, weather decides to try and take a plane back. For some reason or another, motherfuckers can't spell Ouija. And I'm going to foreshadow the fuck out of what's to come. Probably Monday. You know what it is. You know what it does. It's the beard. And it speaks now.
Oh, come on. He's a miserable cocksucker fucking asshole. You hate him. Admit it.
What up, heads? You know what it is. You know what it does. My name is Chuck Reeves. I am the East Coast Beast host. And you are here for that semi-regular internet experiment known as the BeardSpeaks. I mean, I really don't have a lot to talk about today, to be honest. There's a couple of things going on. I've been quite busy in the background, myself and certain replicons doing some behind-the-scenes cloak and dagger type work that will be revealed shortly. The foreshadowing has begun. We gotta keeps it vague. We're gonna keeps it real fucking vague. All vague, all 18. I want to thank everybody who's tuned in. Everybody that was already waiting. Let's see how many people. I got 30 people tuned in already. Flame emojis and salute to all of y'all. All right? Make sure, please, if you haven't done so, subscribe to this channel. Don't play yourself. You know I got that dope shit over here. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so you don't miss any of the dumb shit. Like it, dislike it, show it to your mama. Share the fuck out of this. The views have been up. Complaints have been down. I likes it. I likes it. Complaints are going to continue to go down, and views are going to continue to go up, because over here, that's what the goal is. All right? I don't hashtag my show with nothing but the beard speaks. Pigeonhole somebody else, not me. But like I said, today's kind of going to be like loose leaf as fuck business, I guess. Shout outs due to my sponsor, Beard Love. I say it all the time. This says D on it. I don't think it smells like the D. Neither the city nor the body part. But I'm sure it's something good. Let me smell that. That might be the grape. Yeah, that's the grape. This shit right here smells like sweet tarts. This shit's the bomb. You can't even get that yet. That's exclusive. But mybeardlove.com. All right, 20% off the whole site. If you go to mybeardlove.com/beasthost, that's that Beast Host secret page. 10% off all the rest of the time. All right, make sure you heading on over there. They're part of the cloak and dagger type things going on behind the scenes. I want to give a huge shout out, thank you, and infinite love and salute to Jake and Stephanie for believing in not only the beard, but in the replicons and in the overall dream that is this fucking underground. That shit that we all live and die by. Yo, shouts to the replicons in the chat, man. I don't know what alligators mean. Is that more foreshadowing? Is that more foreshadowing? I don't even know how to explain that. But yeah, I see motherfuckers in there. Chris Craze. I see Scottish Misfit in that motherfucker. Even if you don't like me, welcome to the show. What up, Justin? Justin and me making those final preparations for this third week of August trip. If you are doing so, start making your plans. Attack of the Ninjas, gonna be lit. We're gonna be talking about that more, obviously, as we get closer. There's more pressing issues. The Replicons just did a crazy-ass merch rollout, and it kind of inspired me to do the same. So I'm going to get on that stick in the next few days, try to push out these leggings that the Replicons got out there, try to put the fucking Beast Host finger on that motherfucker. I think those would be dope. Maybe start putting that tarot card on shit. I have yet to receive my pack of tarot cards I ordered. I don't know if anybody else did. I'm not shit talking. I'm just wondering what the fuck's good with my tarot card. But nonetheless, Ski Dog with that $1.99 super chat. Salute to you. He loved the interview and used the time. I used the time perfect. I appreciate that, man. I've been interviewing heads for a long time, whether it's on the radio or in person. And like I said, the thing with the tech interview was I've been doing face-to-face business with him in the matter of shows for going on 10 years, probably 12 years, because 2006 was the first time we interacted at like a show level. So 12 years of passing each other in backstage hallways and me handing him mics, that all came to fruition in that 20 minutes, and I'm real happy about it. The views on that shit, I think we're up above 4,000 views. I want to thank everybody who shared that. Continue to do so. The whole thing was uploaded to the East Coast Beast Host Facebook page, which you can see at Beast Host Beard. As you can see, I'm back on Twitter, so the tweeter is staying up there till I crack at least a few thousand followers rather, on Twitter. I think I got like 50. Shouts to everybody who's still fucking with me or back to fucking with me over there. Let's see. I'm going to get to the chat, and we're going to go through some questions later on, time permitting. But I do just have some things that kind of crossed my purview, entered my fucking periphery, that I found interesting that I wanted to talk about with y'all. So, I guess we can do like underground business wrap up, like off rip, because there are a couple of things that happen. None of them all that big news, as I would call it. But Saturday, the leftover Ballers and All-Star passes for the Gathering of the Juggalos will be going on sale. Get those. Those are the first 2 sets of things to sell out. So the fact that they held on to some and they're releasing them now is pretty cool. So if you weren't able to get those first go round, make sure you hitting those shits up this Saturday at 6 p.m. All right. You know, as usual, that site's going to crash, and that's not even me talking shit. That's me talking from a technical perspective. Just the whole overflow of people that are going to be interested in those Ballers passes and those All-Star experience passes. Those sites usually can't handle that sort of demand. Seed of 6, which I guess is comprised of DJ Paul's nephew and one of his homeboys. They were announced for the Gathering of the Juggalos during this past interim. But the most exciting piece of Gathering news, I think, to come out yet is the addition of one Immortal Technique to the Gathering of the Juggalos. If you're not familiar with Immortal Technique, I can't really consider you a hip-hop fan. That's one of those dudes, like R.A. the Rugged Man, that I consider to be mandatory listening, mandatory knowledge for any true blue hip-hop fan out there. Motherfucker's from Harlem. Motherfucker's a true revolutionary. A couple years ago, fucking six at this point, probably 6 years ago, I had the unique opportunity of touring 3 shows with Immortal Technique. Boston, Providence, and I think New York City. And the show is long. There's a lot of revolutionary talk and speaking that's very scripted. And there's only a couple of songs. So we're going to see how this goes along. I hate to use the word preachy, but Immortal Technique can definitely get that way. Twisted, right now, involved in that Warped Tour charity bowling thing. If you want the opportunity to bowl on a team with Twisted against other bands on the Warped Tour bill, you can go ahead and bid on that. There's a link if you go to Twisted's Facebook page. I'm sure that shit's up on their Instagram. All benefiting a charity. Don't let some dickweed. It's not that I don't know C to 6. I'm not super familiar with them. I'm not going to act like I am. At some point, I'm going to do a show about all the people on the bill, and we're going to get in to listening to some of the music. I was talking to somebody last night. 1 show a week over here is going to become like New Music Day, where I'm going to take shit and we're going to listen to it, and I'm going to react or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Something that really kind of I seen, and it fucked me up in a way. I was just talking to my chick about this. There was a hailstorm somewhere in Texas, and a plane, like some dumb motherfuckers, tried to fly through the storm. And the results are damn near terrifying. Make sure I did that right. Okay, word. So this is the picture. Oh, what just fucking happened? Uh-oh, what just happened to my computer? I just got swatted. Boop. Nope. Yeah. I hate these pop-ups. This is like the second time this has happened this week. We're going to end that. See? Easy peasy. So, I'm going to try to load up the damn picture again. But there was a hailstorm and a fucking commuter plane, regular ass plane, tried to fly through it. And the fucking hailstorm damn near took the plane out. The pictures are quite impressive. Can we do that? Where the picture at, fam? Okay. And now it doesn't want to fucking load. Why does everything have ads on it? I don't want ads. I want a picture of the fucking stupid plane. Y'all are watching me have a freak out for no reason. Don't tell me Fox News is going to be the only one that really truly works. Oh, geez. It is. And that pisses me off to no end. So we're going to move the Fox News over here. We're going to make it big. And we're going to talk about the shit we see. Oh, look. More fucking ads. I don't want ads on my screen. Can we not do something about the fucking ads? All right, fuck that ad. I muted you. How are you still playing noise? All right. Word up. All right, we're back. We're back in biz. So there was a hailstorm. Crazy ass fucking hailstorm. Look at that plane. This hailstorm had like baseball-sized hail. And these dumbass pilots were like, oh, we're good. We're good. We're just going to fly through that motherfucker. And as you can see, the baseball-sized hail ripped the nose cone off the plane, exposing the insulation. You see all that shit? It also spider-webbed the fucking front windshield so bad that these pilots had to land this fucking plane blind. People on board the plane have, like, basically said this experience was the most terrifying fucking thing that they've ever experienced. According to reports, not a single person on board didn't throw up. At one point, I guess the plane was like this. Like, it should have been this way. Apparently, it was like that. At one point, the turbulence was so bad, the motherfucking thing dropped like 1,500 feet out of the motherfucking sky all at once in seconds, making people's like stuff in the cabin float upward and shit. Fuck that. This is the type of shit that makes me not want to fly on a plane. The idea that some dumbass pilot who's literally kind of probably just in a hurry and didn't want to go around what was a severe thunderstorm, he almost cost the lives of a lot of fucking people. This shit could have seriously killed all them people. That plane, nature tried to take that plane back. This is some fucking Indonesian Airlines flight, whatever the fuck, 9/11, Bermuda Triangle ass shit going on right here. Like, it's absolutely insane. I assume all those people got free flight passes, but who the fuck would want to get on a plane again after that? Like, I wouldn't. I'd be like, yo, you better put me on a train and hope that shit ain't got no high hills that it's got to go over, because I ain't going to deal with that shit. I'm not going to fucking do it. I've thankfully never had too much of a scary experience in the air, at least during a commercial flight. I did have an absolutely terrifying shit yourself, drool on myself experience in the fucking back of a helicopter leaving a aircraft carrier in the Persian Gulf. I will never, as long as I fucking live, step foot in a helicopter. Thanks to the idea that when you take off in a helicopter off of a fucking aircraft carrier, it's not like the ground. I'll just say that. Because this fucking thing's moving. So it's moving at like, I don't know, you say 30 knots, and you got this helicopter on the back of it. And you're like, oh, it's time to go. But you can't just go because the fucking thing's moving 30 miles. So miles an hour in one direction. So you gotta like get bumped up into the air, and then they turn that fucking thing on. No one told me that. Everybody was like, oh, no, you gonna be all right. You're gonna take the boat over to the aircraft carrier, which is fine. The small boat. I'm not real good with seasickness. But the small boat was fine and dandy. The small boat wasn't no problem. But when I got there, and they were like, oh, there's no small boat back. You got to take the copter when they deliver the mail. Okay. Dumbest fucking thing I ever did. And then, I go to re-enlist, which is a process by which you sign papers to stay in the military longer. And you could basically do your re-enlistment wherever you wanted. And the hot shit at the moment for re-enlistments was like doing them in a helicopter while you were flying around. Fuck you, fam. Fuck you. I'm good. You know where I did my re-enlistment? Hooters in San Diego. That's where I did it. I made my female CO, who was clearly a lesbian, come out to Hooters, make me raise my hand as it has hot wing grease on it. All right. I was already a half a dozen, 8 beers into my day, and I had to go. I do solemnly swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States from all attackers, foreign and domestic, yakety yak, etc., etc. So, planes are scurry. I don't know what else to say. Planes are scurry. Drop me a comment down below. Have you ever had a bad experience while traveling? Either in a plane and you almost died. Perhaps you were in a plane that was hijacked by Islamic extremists. Maybe you were on a train and Steven Seagal had to save you from terrorists. Or maybe you were on some sort of a cruise liner and not Keanu Reeves was trying to stop a bomb from going off. Or maybe you were on a bus and it was Keanu Reeves. Drop a comment down below. Let the beard know what type of bullshit you got to put up with when you try to go places. I'm hoping that I got some traveling coming up in a couple of weeks. I got to go. I got New Hampshire. I got Maine. I got that other thing. I got some other stuff. I just got hit up. Somebody hit me up about a wedding in Buffalo. So I gotta give this dude a quote. I gotta take a look at it and see if we can make it work because I want to do it for him. But with the travel, I don't know what the deal is. I hope weather's good, and I hope my traveling ain't too difficult. A lot of driving in my motherfucking future. We can talk about this thing a little tiny bit embarrassing, I guess you could say, especially for somebody's first outing. And in my opinion, this is a tad disrespectful to the fucking artist, honestly, that nobody with a set of working eyes would have picked this bullshit up. So pre-order packs finally started hitting doors for Ouija's record Gutter Water, and pre-order packs came with a t-shirt. They came with the CD or whatever, and they were supposed to come with like a poster. First things first, poster didn't come. What came was a note saying that the posters hadn't been ordered yet. Well, I thought that was the point of a pre-order, but nonetheless, if you're waiting for your Japanese poster, as they're calling it, I'm calling it manga style. If you're waiting for your Japanese Hello Kitty Ouija poster, you're going to be waiting a little longer. If you're waiting on a t-shirt where Psychopathic Records ensured the artist's name was spelled right, you're going to be waiting for fucking ever, dog. Because like I said on Facebook and Twitter yesterday, misspelled juggalos are juggalos. I thought maybe this was a isolated incident. This shit obviously popped up on my Twitter feed. But according to McNasty, who also received one of the misspelled t-shirts, this is not an isolated incident. If you pre-ordered the gutter water package with the tea, let a motherfucker know. Did you get a misspelled one? Have you contacted them about your misprint? In my opinion, I mean, it makes it more collectible. But similar to the fucking Forest Whittlebox lazy, droopy eye fucking jersey they tried selling. When you have shit come in that's misprinted, you really should give a fuck enough about it to get it right. Like, even if you gotta take the hit on that. I'm trying, like, not to just... I hope people realize I'm not just trying to sling shit here. Because have there been issues with products in the past? Yes. From everybody. Yes. I don't think there's been one... Not even my fucking web store. Like, not even my merch shit. There's been issues. There's always issues. But when you have everybody who ordered a package get the same wrong shit... I don't know another word for it. Is it wrong? This shirt doesn't even match the picture of the shirt that they had up on the pre-order. The pre-order shirt on the fucking, like, the picture on the promo was spelt right. So I don't know how the fuck this happened. But you gotta think. You gotta think that somebody had to have seen this. Someone had to have seen this, brought it up, and the decision was made to just ship them out the way they were. So, I mean, people keep bringing up the Coolio thing, and yeah, juggalos aren't the best when it comes to the spelling bee. I understand that. And yes, strangely enough, these t-shirts will become more collectible due to the misprint. I also understand that. But I would hope, especially given that this is Ouija's first business dealings with his new label, that the label would give a fuck enough about their artist to ensure an on-time release of physical CDs as promised to pre-orderers, merchandise that at least went through some sort of quality control process, and the pre-order materials that you promised people truly being pre-ordered and not ordered, what, a week now? How long? No, 2 weeks now? When did Gutter Water come out? 2 weeks ago? Yeah, 2 weeks ago Gutter Water came out. And people are just now getting wrong merch. This reminds me of a situation that existed with Twisted, where the Abominations distribution went to shit. Was it up? No, it wasn't Abominations. The album before that. I'm a high guy. But you got to give a fuck enough about your artists. Like, obviously, to make sure shit's right, man. This is not... It's not... Why should I give a fuck if you don't give a fuck? A lot of this comes down to that. A lot of my complaining, a lot of my bullshit, a lot of my bitching when it comes to products is because the lack of effort. I know a lot of artists out there in the street putting in a lot of effort to deliver an above par product. All right. I got guys out there working months and months and months and months on a record. And then you have a Kanye West record drop that he literally worked on for a fucking week. That's 15 minutes long or 20 minutes long. Like, I'm trying to fight that fight. So the big dogs around our scene need to make sure they're putting in their due diligence. I can't believe that no one looked at these t-shirts. I don't want to think that, because that shows even more disregard. Because if you looked at them, at least the disregard was willful. The very least, you could have thrown in some Hatchet Gear fucking coupons. But delivering, first of all, you delivered the shit late. First of all, it was late. That's not an opinion. When you pre-order a record, those sales numbers go on the first week SoundScan numbers, because those records are supposed to be delivered prior to or by the day of release. Nobody got their records till this week, not their physicals. All right. Then the fucking packages finally do come in 2 weeks after the album drops. No poster. You get a fucking, you got the inside of a fucking fortune cookie. And it said, oh, Japanese poster not in box. You wait longer. Okay, cool. But at least I can rock my dope new Ouija. Oh, my dope new Uji Mac. Uji Mac. Uja Mac. I get to rock my Uji Mac shirt while I wait for my Japanese poster. Like, unless those posters are being hand-drawn by Japanese children, I'm pretty fucking sure that the fucking Psychopathic Records office has a Kinko's card, or perhaps a large format printer. I'm pretty sure that these posters are not a huge fucking deal. Definitely not the huge enough deal to go through the shipping process of shipping a new poster. Shipping posters is a pain in the ass. Trust me, I know. Shipping posters is a pain in the ass. Putting them with another package would have been way easier. I wish I had a fucking fortune cookie right now. Oh, Uja Mac shirt misspelled. No poster for you. You wait longer. I'm being hella racist right now. I'm being hella problematic. All right. Let's see. Let's see what else. Show's moving along nicely. This one's kind of regular hip-hop related, but I know it's going to interest some of you. So, me as a hip-hop fan, I've been keeping my eye on this Pusha T Drake fracas that seems to have taken over the majority of the hip-hop media in the past 2 weeks. If you're absolutely sheltered from such things and you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, Pusha T dropped his new album called Daytona, and on the song Infrared, threw a couple of shots toward Toronto's own Six God, Drake. Drake didn't like that very much. Him and Pusha, and by extension Pusha's creative director and CEO at Good Music, Kanye West, have had a problem with Drake since as early as 2006, if I remember fucking correctly. They've been shooting shots at each other for a long time. Drake's return response, known as the Duppy freestyle, included a line that had the name of Pusha T's fiance, Virginia Williams, in it. And Pusha really, really didn't like that. So his response was to release a track called The Story of a Didon, which the cover art featured a real-life picture of Drake in blackface from sometime in the early 2000s, which in itself is questionable, and then had lyrics in regards to Drake's dad, Drake's mom, Drake's best friend and one of his producers named 40 at OVO, who has multiple sclerosis and is dying, and also put on blast the possibility of paternity that Drake may have with a French porn star with a huge fucking nose. Now, I don't know what's supposed to be the insulting part about that, besides the fact that it seems as if Drake was hiding this child and was planning on letting the world know of his existence during his upcoming Adidas press run for his Adidon brand. Pusha hence ruining that and ruining that name from ever being used for any kind of product that Drake puts out. After that shit, everybody in hip-hop was like, whoa. Like, this is going to be one of those battles for the ages. And then out of no place comes a guy that not many of the new heads are familiar with. A guy by the name of Jay Prince. And out of no place, Jay Prince, who's on a current press run for his book, The Art of Power and Respect, starts saying in interviews that he made the phone calls recently to put an end to the Pusha T Drake beef. Now, who's Jay Prince? And who the fuck is he to come the fuck in and throw in the towel for either side? I mean, Drake essentially has to accept the L. That's the way hip-hop has decided it. Jay Prince is an enigma to some of the current hip-hop fans. You guys wouldn't know who he is unless you were well-schooled in your old head shit. Jay Prince is the founder and CEO of Rap-A-Lot Records in Houston, Texas. Jay Prince is the man responsible for Southern hip-hop. When I say Southern hip-hop, I mean without Jay Prince, you do not get the Ghetto Boys. You do not get Bun B. You do not get Master P. You do not get Pimp C. You do not get UGK. You do not get any of the hip-hop that has become legendary from the Southern region. You also, by extension, don't get his son, who in the early 2000s discovered Drake on MySpace and backed his rise to stardom, including introducing Drake to his future label boss, Lil Wayne. Okay? When I say Jay Prince is responsible for all these things, I don't mean in any non-solid way. He was the financial boss of all these guys. He's the one who got a lot of these early ventures. Baby and Slim at Cash Money, their original backing was Jay Prince. Master P's original backers were Jay Prince and his organization. He's a boxing promoter. This is a guy who has been under federal investigation for years at a fucking time, and they've never been able to stick anything on him. The rumors and legends of his fucking gangster go far and wide. I would say Google Jay Prince, but I did Google Jay Prince, and there's really not a lot. There's constant reminders and constant reference of him being one of the most feared men in hip-hop, but there's no explanations as to why. And that adds to the fear that this man generates when he speaks words. Some comedian during this whole thing went on a Twitter thread where he explained early in his career he was assigned a gig to make some prank phone calls on behalf of a record label. One of the prank phone calls was to Jay Prince. That phone call ended with this comedian not only running out of the studio in terror, but him immediately leaving on a plane and leaving Houston. When Pimp C disrespected Master P about some unpaid royalties, about something that Pimp C did on the Ice Cream Man project that Master P put out, Master P kidnapped Pimp C. Pistol whipping the shit out of him, beating the hell out of him, and they had him tied up in some fucking house in the South. Given the fact that that was one of Jay Prince's guys, Master P made a phone call to Jay Prince, basically looking for the green light to kill Pimp C. Pimp C was released by Master P later that day. Jay Prince don't play. And if he's put money behind you, he definitely is going to do whatever he can to protect you. That's what Jay Prince did here. Jay Prince's fucking like statements that there's this mythical, magical fucking diss track that Drake fucking recorded that could end lives and careers, I don't believe. What I believe is that Drake's got an album coming out. Jay Prince had to protect his investment, because I guarantee that he still gets points on every single dollar that Drake makes, since he was the original money man behind Drake's rise to fame. Because without one of those, you don't rise to that level of stardom. Jay Prince is the type of dude who don't have telephone conversations. He does things face to face. In the last 2 weeks, we found out that in the weeks leading up to Biggie's assassination in Los Angeles, Jay Prince was offered a part of the contract on Biggie's head. And his response was to drive to the Hypnotize video shoot and tell Puffy and Big, they're coming for you. You should leave. You should leave town. Puffy and Big didn't fucking listen. A couple weeks later, Big was dead. When Jay Prince's son, Jas, didn't get his money in back-end points on Drake's first release, Jay Prince and a whole bunch of cars stopped Lil Wayne and Baby's tour bus on the highway, surrounding them. Jay Prince went on the bus, came back with his son's money. That is who called the... I feel like I lost my my shit. No, I'm back. Look at that. This thing keeps turning red on me. But it's definitely been interesting. I think that hip-hop and rap music overall is actually hurt by Jay Prince calling an end to this. This could have been one of the battles for the ages. This could have been a Biggie and Tupac, just without nobody getting killed at the end. This could have been a Jay and Nas. This could have been fucking KRS-One and fucking Chingy, or whoever the fuck it was. This could be one of those great battles. Cypress Hill, Ice Cube. But what we got was a good first round. And anybody who's a hip-hop fan, Pusha pulled out the W. If you still talking about Drake won in any regard, you're a fucking stan. And you are not a fan of hip-hop. You're a fan of Drake. So there's that. Yeah, like, don't come around here trying to brag that you got signed by some death row dude nobody's ever heard of. If you want to impress me, get signed by Jay Prince. Because he ain't had something that didn't hit. He one of them dudes. Like, you may have never have heard his name before, but he's done more for overall hip-hop music than... There's very few. There's very few. Especially in those early days. Think about that shit, man. He put Face on. Who the fuck put Scarface on? Like, for real, Bun B. Who put Bun B on? Bun B's fucking fantastic. And then, like, the tree. I always talk about the tree. You got to look at it in terms of the tree, which is the trunk is Jay Prince. And then what are his branches? And then what did those branches do? You know, this is a dude who is one of the trees of hip-hop. Let's see what's going on. Got about 15, 20 minutes left of the show. I'm going to go ahead and pull up this live chat on my screen so I can see it good. Q&A portion, man. Hit me with some shit. We can talk about the foreshadowing. I've been talking about some things coming up. July 27, 28, Palermo, Maine. I'm at 656 Fest featuring Slain, Boston's own Millies, plenty of fucking support acts, EDM, fire spinners. I'm going to eat a bunch of mushrooms. We're in the woods. I'm a camp. It's free camping. So if you're in the Northeast and you trying to come out and party, don't miss out. July 27th and 28th, Palermo, Mass. That's fucking 656 Fest. I do not have any Purple Hater shirts left, Marvin. I got to re-up on merch. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff coming up. August 3rd and 4th, I'm in Hampton Beach, New Hampshire, with Fury, Lars, Lex the Hexmaster, Flatliners. I'm hosting that show 2 nights in a row. Same thing with the fucking 656 Fest. 2 nights. But in Hampton Beach, New Hampshire, you're going to be able to see me, Andy Sherman from Grinch Music, and that dude that they call Sid Jones. All 3 of us going to be gracing the stage. Same time, same place. We're going to rip a hole in fucking space-time. And I'm going to roast the living shit out of both of them. You do not step into my fucking squared circle, fam. So come out for that. That shit's going to be dope. Fucking Apathy's on that shit. We're going to be doing ciphers. Last year was mania as fuck, y'all. Y'all should have came out to that shit. When it comes to anything that was on the Teespring, a lot of that shit's going to go back up. I took everything off the Teespring down at some point. A lot of that shit's going to go back up because I know, like, the leggings are on the Teespring, and I know there's a bunch of shit over there. So I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to set the profit margin on those shirts to be fairly reasonable. And seriously, if you order from Teespring, this is what I tell everybody, order more than one thing. Because you're going to end up paying fucking more for shipping anyway with one thing. If you buy 2, at least you're not, at least you're getting your shipping money's worth. I don't recommend anybody buy. I've never bought anything from my own Teespring. If you have one of those 8 legs fucking pieces of merch, you're more exclusive than me. Because I'm broke. And I ain't got no fucking exclusivity to my merch. All my shit's the shit y'all got. Some of y'all, like I said, some of y'all got merch I don't even have. I'm not going to bully Sid. I said I was going to roast him. I'm going to roast Andy Sherman, too. I'm bringing a big 20-sided dice with me. And every decision Andy Sherman has to make, I'm going to make him roll for it. You think I'm playing? I be rolling natural 20s all day, dog. That's how I roll. I got a 98 pickpocket skill. Be creeping around. The other thing, the other thing is, like, I gotta go. I gotta drive. There. I'm gonna say bye to my family for a couple of days and drive there. And as I'm driving, I'm gonna say hi and bye to people as I drive to this thing that I can't talk about that's being announced Monday. Andy Sherman's going to be in the house for that fucking shit too. For Juggalos by Juggalos is going to be in the house for that shit too. We're going to be doing it real big. August is, October is notoriously Chuck's busiest month. Because of Halloween, my birthday, Fright Fest tour, Rock and Shock, all the shit that goes into that. August? 6. I think I'm booked for 9 days in August, which is great. I appreciate it. This is all on y'all, because, I mean, like I said, I've always done shows, but now my shows are getting further away, and that's the goal here, is to be able to take this fucking little situational on the road and give you guys a little taste of this in person, because I think it's something that translates. I mean, Astronomicon was that way. I didn't say anybody just wanted to attack anybody. Licks 716. What I said was what it said. I mean, if you have eyes, you can read words, right? So if the words say, help me get at this person, and I say that the words say, help me get at this person, that's not an opinion. That's what the words said. So don't put that shit on me. Like, if you write some stupid shit and I read it out loud, that doesn't mean that I did it. Y'all still fucking did it. Real Joe Wiggles, I saw some talk about this in the chat before the show started as well. Me and the powers that be at Dead Media have been in discussion about Dead Fest. Now, let me tell you what's going on. On June 12th, next Tuesday night, Miss Lex Abatol from Dead Media is going to be my guest right here on the Beard Speaks, and we are going to do nothing but talk Dead Fest. And I'm talking about full lineup reveal and surprises, and maybe we're going to give away some tickets. I don't know. What I do know is that, unfortunately, I was asked to host Dead Fest this year in Wyoming. Unfortunately, the dates of Dead Fest are July 27 and 28, which are the exact 2 days that I've been booked since like February to do 656 Fest with Slain and Millies and my homie Dylan Cartoon and Delirium and fucking Hayes and fucking Brody James and the whole 656 family and everybody who's going to be rocking with me up in Maine. So unfortunately, I cannot attend Dead Fest this year. What I will tell you, as my heart beats in my chest, I have been made aware of next year's Dead Fest dates already. That's how serious they are. And I love when someone's so serious about booking me, they're willing to do it more than a year out. So as long as I'm still a thing and my heart still beats in my chest, I believe next year you will see Chuck Reeves in Wyoming hosting Dead Media Presents Dead Fest. I think you're going to see me a bunch of places next summer that you didn't expect. So there's that. I mean, that's about as official of a next year announcement as you can get. Unfortunately, like I said, 656 Fest, my homies at 656 Records, they booked me back in February or earlier. That's the way it goes. I'm being booked for October and shit now. Like, that's the way it is. But yo, this year's Dead Fest, I've been told that the lineup is going to break the fucking internet. So I'm real excited to have Lex on this show. I'm really excited to help her unveil that shit. And awesome. I want to give a special shout out because I just seen her post in. Stephanie from Beard Love, Jake from Beard Love. Without them, none of what's going on now is possible. None of what's going to be going on would be possible. And I'm about to have another new sponsor. So shouts to the homeboy at 7th Dimension. We're going to be locking that shit down and getting that shit started. If you've got a brand, this is still in play. If you've got a brand, if you've got an apparel brand, if you fucking make hats, if you do anything, and you want promotion from the Beard Speaks, from Replicon Radio, at any of the events that we're doing, on the shows that we do, via our social medias, if you need people to do mass invites to like your fucking Facebook page, if you're a rapper and you got a single you want to debut, or if you got some promotion you want to get done, we can package plays. We can not fake plays, but like radio plays on this show, plays on Replicon, plays on other internet and FM college radio outfits. We can distribute your promotional materials at the events that we're going to cover. We can debut your shit here. Get at us. We're trying to put in work. Geeks and freaks, you put in work. Yes, we're trying to put in work. Not only in the studio. No one's just trying to, I'm not trying to spend my summer behind this webcam in my house. I'm not trying to do it. I'm trying to be out there. Hashtag go to shows is super real. The hashtag is super real right now. Anthony Keegan, I talked to Ouija, or Uji. I talked about Uji Mac. Uja. I do not know the dates of this year's Rock and Shock. I don't even know if there's going to be a Rock and Shock. My Rock and Shock take is, if you've gone and you're from New England and if you've gone, say, the last 10 years, Rock and Shock is way past its prime. Like, there were a couple of sweet spot years there where the shit was like overwhelmingly attended. You know, the guests were dope, etc. This last year was pretty fucking, like, light. It was light. It was light in attendance. All the show attendance was light. The convention attendance was light. And short of, say, 2 or 3 guests, there was really nobody overwhelming to be seen. So, I mean, I don't even know if there's going to be one. Like, usually by now, right, Hot Rod? Usually by now, we've got at least dates of Rock and Shock, if not the first couple of guests. New England, as far as, like, convention shit goes, Rock and Shock's not even on my radar yet. What is on my radar, and I'm working on getting press passes for so I can cover it for the Beard Speaks, is Rhode Island Comic-Con, the biggest show in the littlest state. If you've been paying attention to those guest releases, Rhode Island Comic-Con, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the second week of November, Tim Curry, who played It, was in Rocky Horror Picture Show, was in the movie Clue. He's going to be there. Elvira just got announced, who's somebody I've been waiting my whole life to fucking meet. Deadpool's girlfriend from Deadpool, Megasonic Teenage Warhead, and Colossus, all going to be there. Rhode Island Comic-Con for the last, I don't know, fucking 3 or 4 years has really been stepping their shit up. And this year it's going to be no fucking different. So, there's that. On that same convention tip, and this is something that I know a few of you were actually kind of interested in, the videos of my panel work at Astronomicon, I have been in contact, obviously, with people at Magic Ninja. Apparently, there is an entire, like, oh, is there dates? Do we have dates for Rock and Shock? Hold on. I could be tripping. The 12th, 13th, and 14th of October. That's what the DCU Center. Thank you, Stephanie, for pulling that jump up. I appreciate it very much. So yeah, but that sounds a little early to me. 10, 12, 12, 13, 14. Usually it's like the week after that. What was I talking about? Oh, so on the Rhode Island Comic-Con tip, like I was saying, the videos of me from Astronomicon, apparently there's a whole hard drive of them. And actually, I'll do it right here. Because I still have my official Astronomicon fucking program. Get you one. I'm going to have these at certain things coming up if you want one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. So there's like 5 or 6 like panels, major things I took part in, and there's video that exists. So I'm hoping soon to have that video, and that'll be released as a short series. Each one of those things being its own episode. It's my intention to get that video, get that shit edited, and then to have some sort of scheduled release of that. So that will, those episodes will say drop once a week for, say, 6 weeks. Just something to change things up. The Beard Astronomicon sessions or something. New Halloween trailer tomorrow. I see Justin in the chat talking about it. We are hoping to do a For Our Consideration Halloween episode. If not tomorrow, then some point this weekend. That we're going to talk about all the Halloween movies, good, bad, or otherwise. Apparently, there's a level 11 total, including this new one that's dropping in October. What little bit of a teaser we got today was fucking amazing. It was amazing for anybody who's a fan of the original film. This new film that comes out in October picks up where 2 left off, essentially. Just with the, the 30 fucking 5-year gap. Laurie Strode's a bad motherfucker now. I'm hoping this shit's like adult Home Alone. Where this motherfucker ain't got no limbs by the end. Yeah, so yeah, that for our consideration, if it doesn't get done tomorrow, which I'm hoping it can, but we'll see. This weekend, we're going to do as much as we can possible. Let's see. I don't know what Suspiria is. I'm going to have to, like, check that shit out. People been fucking, like, telling me about it, that I should peep it. I haven't really been watching many movies lately. I'm on my podcast tip. I've been trying to, like, shove my brain with fucking information. Yeah, if we don't do it tomorrow, Justin, we'll do it Saturday. I think we might be better off just scheduling for Saturday anyway. Why don't we just say Saturday then? Give me a thumbs up in the chat, Justin. I see you in there. We're negotiating broadcast times, people. Excuse us. Because that actually frees me up tomorrow to do some other stuff in preparation for Monday's big announcement. I'm really excited for you, for everybody to get wind of this. I can't thank the viewers enough, especially the new ones, the day ones too. Like everybody, I'm overwhelmed every day when I check my YouTube and there's fucking 30 new subs from the night before, or you know, shit, within the next few days we're gonna surpass 500,000 views on this channel. I never thought I'd get 500,000 views at all total. And it's only been a year, and we're about to pass that. We're up over 3,100 subs. I just cracked 3,000 like a week ago. So, tomorrow, no live show. I'm going to do what I can to maybe get some of this archive footage out there. I got a bunch of footage that I got to go through. I feel bad. I got A-game footage. I got Razakel footage. I got Genosha X footage from shows. All that shit's got to go up. Time is it? Oh shit, it's 12:27. What about the 17 percenters? I don't understand what people want out of me. Let me take the last 3 minutes to reaffirm and re-clarify my positions on certain things. I'm not beefing with nobody right now. What I'm trying to do over here is I'm trying to take information that's out there, real shit, true shit, shit that I can back up, and then I'm giving my opinion and my suggestion on it. Occasionally, my opinion or my suggestions about certain things are going to piss you off. And you know what? I don't care. If I don't piss you off sometimes, I have to assume that you aren't human. Like, if you literally agree, the girl I live with, my wonderful wifey, does not agree with every fucking thing I think or say. Not by a long shot. Like, I would not expect anyone to fully, like, I ain't expect nobody to cut themselves and bleed on fucking a rock and be like, I pledge my allegiance. No, that's not what we're doing. If you have an intelligent thing to add to the conversation, something that's based in fact, then we want to hear it. We want to hear it because we want as much information that's based in fact and truth to make the most intelligent and logical decisions about things. Now, if you just want to come over here and talk shit, if you just want to come over here and call me a fag or repeat some lie that you heard about me on one of the other YouTube channels that I don't watch, we don't want to hear it because that's not contributing to the underground. I think at this point, you have to look at what I do, and you have to decide whether or not I contribute to the underground. And with the amount of live bookings that I get, I have to say that, yes, I do contribute to the underground. Once any of those other YouTube guys get as many bookings as me, that's when we'll start talking like we're the same thing. I don't put YJC after my videos because I don't consider myself part of the YouTube Juggalo community. I don't. Because the purpose of this channel is to talk about stuff I want to talk about, not to do Juggalo stuff. Like, I'm not even mad anymore. It's fucking sad. It's really sad. Like, it's sad. Somebody was trying to chew me out saying that you had a chance to discredit CPN with the tech interview, and I missed my opportunity, and that was somehow an L. Now, the way I'm going to answer that is just because I didn't release the off-the-record comments that were made by Tech9 in regards to Child's Play Ninja doesn't mean I don't have that footage. And to be honest, that interview has far more appeal without that information in it. I never brought up or intended to bring up any other YouTubers in that interview. Tech did. Because Tech wanted to know some information. I have that footage. The fact I have that footage is enough for me. I don't need him to fail in order for me to succeed. My success that's coming Monday, the success that's about to come out that I'm thankfully sharing with my Replicon fucking brothers and with my Beard Love fucking family, that fucking success that we're about to have is not based on anyone else's failure. And that's a hater. A hater is someone who bases their success on someone else's failure. And I'll admit, at one point, maybe I was that person. But I certainly haven't been that person since I got this tattoo. Because well before that, my success became more about the truth than about other people's failure. So for real, like, if I say to y'all, go watch Replicon, and Replicon gets 1 million views on one of their videos, that's going to fucking make me feel good. I don't want them to fail. I want them to succeed. That's my people. If you're not looking around and saying, I want you to succeed, I want you to succeed. If you're not willing to put the idea of someone else's success at least even with yours, if not past your own success, then unfortunately, I don't think you're going to make it very far in this fucking business. There is a certain amount of selfishness, but you got to balance that. As far as anybody trying to crash a fucking charity bowling event to box someone, man, y'all don't know when too far is too far. I'm going to quote Tech9. Some people don't know when too far is too far. And unfortunately, like the poodle who played too close to the pool in Florida and got eaten by the alligator, somebody gonna learn. It's all right. It's all right. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, this beef is played out because this beef hasn't even been good. Like, if there was legitimately some shots being fired back and forth, then this would be a good beef. But this is just, like, whiny. Nobody wants this beef. And, I mean, and as far as I've seen from Psychopathic, they were begging for peace last I heard. I mean, I don't know what you saw on the Juggalo show. I saw a group of people begging for peace. No need to not have that. There's no need, like, why would you feel the need to do that? Why don't you just go to the Twisted show and knock on the bus door? If I really wanted to have words with Joe Bruce, if I really felt like if I really was so, if I had that much sand in my vagina where I thought I had to fight Joe Bruce because of something, then I would just go to Worcester when the clowns were in town and I would walk right up to the fucking boss. Got any clowns in there? That's what I would do. I wouldn't like, hey everybody, you should donate to my GoFundMe so I can go bowl and talk shit. Like, no, man. He's doing it this way because he's too pussy to do it himself. He figures if he does it this way, that it's a no-lose for him. And unfortunately, man, there's a couple big L's here you got to avoid. Good luck with it. I hope your money man's got you gassed up to shit thinking that you're fucking Floyd Mayweather, but you're not. Like, instead of, here's one for you. What do you mean? What do you mean? He can throw me out again. What's the point? Like I said, I've never caused a problem at a clown show. You're going to bring up something from a year ago. See, that's not even what we're talking about. You're talking about he would throw me out. Well, I don't need to be in the show to go knock on the bus door, you stupid motherfucker. To be honest, you can't knock on the bus door from inside the show. And ain't nobody kicking me out of a fucking parking lot in Worcester. That's certainly not happening. That's absolutely certainly not happening. Look at the look on my face. What? You want me to what? Bitch, I ain't even parked here. I'm loitering. Like, make me leave. At that point, it's make me leave. It became make me leave in the club, too, if you don't remember. But we're done with all that. See, y'all don't even know shit. See, something got brought up. Something got brought up on the Joe Budden podcast, and this is like the bottom line about the shit. The people that are causing the most problems in this scenario, the ones like Lick716 who are still trying to talk about the march, the people that are still trying to promulgate this beef, are the non-creatives. They're the ones doing it. The creatives aren't out there starting shit. None of the artists have kicked anybody's ass. Not one of these artists involved in this beef has gotten punched in the face. More fans, more non-creatives have been physically harmed as a result of this beef than the actual artists involved. Think about that. Think about that. I haven't gotten punched as a result of this beef, but I know some people who have. The non-creatives are the one causing the problem. So if you not, then go be non-creative. Promulgate bullshit. Make a whole storyline out of wanting to bowl with Twisted. If that's what your show has to be about, is that you want to bowl with Twisted, and that's what you're going to talk about for the next 3 weeks, let that be your shit, man. We do 4 times as many episodes around here. If I was talking about that shit every fucking episode, y'all would pick up on it quick and you wouldn't watch anymore. Like, I'm not even mad. Like, there's nothing to be mad at. We all went to war. And in a war, soldiers, true soldiers, understand. I might have just been shooting at you, but I don't know you to have that sort of beef with you. Someone above us were the ones dictating our actions, either directly or by proxy. The white flag's been waved. Fucking war's over. Get a fucking life. Help with the reconstruction. Help with the reconstruction. And maybe the 20th gathering of the Juggalos is the largest party this planet has ever seen in the history of time. But it's going to take a year. It's going to take us all working hard. And it's going to take us all not, well, I want to bowl with them so I can fucking fight him. What? What? Go be mad someplace else. Like, I ain't gonna argue with you no more. You mad. Like, there's nothing I can do about you being mad. Like, I ain't even, like, fucking 100% of you people who are mad at me, I've never met. There's a reason why when people meet me, that things change a tad. You can ask people. Ask people who literally had a beef with me, approached me, got aggressive with me in some form, and then at the end, shit was a little different. Ask them people. Like, let's make fun of stuff. I'm into making fun of stuff. I'm into, like, I mean, if something's wrong, obviously tonight with the misspelled merch, we're gonna talk about that shit. Yo, you know what? That Hobson shit's on Reddit, I guess. There's a whole thread about it. I didn't realize. I was Googling Chuck Reeves Reddit the other day, and there's a whole thing about the me and Hobson incident with a bunch of eyewitness accounts. It's mad funny. It's mad funny. I wish I still had the video of Dame explaining what happened. That shit was comedy. That shit's steady comedy. But that was also in the heat of the moment, too. I didn't go to that show or book him with the plans of beating him up. But, yeah. Shit, it's 12:45. I went fucking 15 minutes late. Tomorrow, like I said, no show. We're going to try to drop some shit this weekend. Monday, big announcement coming. Until you contribute, suck my dick. Until next time, the beard has spoken.